Welcome in. Jeremy here. Welcome to Bully Hunters Live. Bully Hunter _69 has checked into the game. And I want to address something, okay? It's been rare since I've put a video out directly calling someone out. But this one continues to be important. It continues to be important to me that people see this guy for the predator he really is. Okay? Don't contact him, please. Don't at him. Don't dislike his videos. Just enjoy it here in our little community. Although using that word is pretty cringe these days. There's no real hiding the fact that I strongly dislike the ManaSouce. I strongly dislike his decisions. I strongly dislike his political stance. I strongly dislike his indoctrination of his Twitter followers. His laziness. But the number one reason, okay, a lot of people are like, man, you're obsessing with Wedge. That's what Wedge does to deflect criticism. Okay? It's not harassment, it's criticism. One tweet, 2 tweets a month amongst hundreds is not an obsession. This is how the predator, known as Wedge, Anthony from the ManaSouce, continues to play the victim and bilk money from the community.
She was Rick's daughter, Jerry. She had options. Oof. That all ended because she felt sorry for you. You act like prey, but you're a predator. You use pity to lure in your victims. It's how you survive. I survive because I know everything. That snake survives because children wander off, and you survive because people think, oh, this poor piece of shit, he never gets a break. I can't stand the deafening silent wails of his wilting soul. I guess I'll hire him or marry him.
Now, what are my major issues? Well, since Wedge decided to let everyone know I was irrelevant and my opinions don't matter, I think then this seems a fair criticism. It's time to take a deep dive into... You're tweeting about me more than once a week, which I'm not. That's obsessive. It's really creepy. Also, weren't you going to leave Twitter? Why didn't you? What happened to just posting video links on the account? What he's saying here is, please don't criticize my behavior. The criticism I laid down was him giving a young YouTuber, the young mage, a 12 or 13-year-old kid, a man who he's never bothered to promote his channel, giving him career advice from a man who still lives at home, is 6 figures in debt, another double digits deep in debt in college loans, and survives off a Patreon in which he does not deliver any content. Now, he's finally started making content again for his patrons who went almost 90 days without receiving a video. And look, regardless of whether I address this or not, people will write this in the comments. But Jeremy, who cares what people do with their money? That's right. They are absolutely welcome to freely give their money to this predator. Absolutely welcome to do so. I am not saying they shouldn't or can't. Well, they probably shouldn't, but obviously I don't have a problem with how they spend their money. I've tweeted 58 times about him in the last 12 months. Okay. What are all these? What he doesn't understand is people send me screenshots and I post them and we laugh. That's what I do. I don't follow this guy on Twitter because he's pathetic. He says, I don't think anyone sends you anything, to which I replied with a screenshot. I don't care. But, you know, he says, my comments used to hurt me a lot. Years ago, it was a nightmare, especially when you were bigger than me. But now that isn't true anymore. You don't matter like you used to. You don't make MTG content. You've devolved into solely talking about drama. Incorrect. While this video may be about... It's easy when you're criticizing somebody for them to say, well, it's just drama. I assure you my criticisms are well-founded. And if we look at my recent videos, I've got a video on Mortal Kombat X, the Ultimate Fighting System. I've got a video about Saffron Olive stealing a Magic the Gathering spoiler from a young child. We've got a video of a attacker in the Magic the Gathering community. Now, this is news. This is news about Magic the Gathering partnering with Amazon to utterly destroy Magic the Gathering. These appear to be Magic the Gathering videos to me. Here's another video about Hero Realms. Here's a video about Wizards of the Coast's new product that is going to hurt local game stores. Here's a video of me helping out a fellow Magic the Gathering YouTuber when he was attacked. Here's a review about The Simpsons. Now, certainly you could say that I cover spicy topics. But if we're really going to go into who's more relevant, if we're really going to dick measure Wedge, okay, are we really going to go down this road? You are averaging 12,000 views a day. Decent. Unsaved Media is kind of a stagnant channel. You've got me there. But I'm averaging nearly double your daily views. And if we look at my other channel in the gaming sphere, The Quartering, that's averaging 250,000 views a day. So my presence is worth over 1 million views every 3 or 4 days. It will take you 100 days to have that reach, Wedge. Now, I didn't want to dick measure with you. I don't have to. But I have to address the topic. You play the victim. You lie constantly. If we look at, he does this stupid quote tweet thing a lot, sends me a notification, or I'll get a random tweet of somebody being like, fat fuck, or go die. Provides no screenshot. And by the way, I've never said either one of these things to him. I've never even seen it. He's constantly slandering me. Let's look at my critiques, Wedge. You made the irresponsible decision of not carrying health insurance when you could have more than afforded it based on your Patreon and your sponsorship dollars. Because of that poor decision, you had to bilk $200,000 out of the Magic the Gathering community. This is money people would have spent on cars. They gave it to you freely. Just like people wanted me to sue my attacker and somebody started a GoFundMe. The difference is yours is a financial need due to your own stupid decisions. What about that critique is slanderous? Or how about the critique you went 90 days collecting Patreon checks all 3 months without producing a single video? And you said, but my back. You have time to go outside and do Pokemon Go and go for 5-mile walks and constantly tweet about that. Don't tell me you can't sit your ass in a chair and make a PowerPoint video, which is all you do. Or how about when you said, I'm doing the best I can. Just sucks to come online and see people lie about me on a daily basis. I'm doing literally everything I'm supposed to. That isn't political at all. That's other people hating me for no reason. Also, I can't wear a backpack. There's no backpack in that picture. Again, nothing I've said about Wedge is incorrect. Yet he comes online. I haven't talked to the guy, By the way, he could just block me, right? He could just block me, but he can't play the victim if he does that. Don't you see? It's one-sided. He attacks me, slanders me, lies about me constantly. I try to defend myself, and he calls me fat or a loser. I've never called you fat, ever. I don't call other people fat because I'm overweight myself. You are a loser, though. You don't have to be a loser forever. You don't have to be. Get a job. How about when you know for a fact you're going to go 90 days without producing a video, you put your Patreon on pause because that is the right thing to do. But no, you collect your paycheck without working for it. Then you lie and say, well, you just can't make YouTube videos, but you have time to constantly send tweets. If you took a third of the time you spend on Twitter and a third of the time you spend on Pokemon Go, you could have been producing daily videos, 1, for the Magic the Gathering community, 2, for the patrons who give you thousands of dollars a month to do it. But you chose to do neither. That is an absolute truth. That is not slander. That is a provable fact. It is a provable fact that through your own idiocy, you ended up $250,000 in debt. The doctors told you not to fly. You did it anyway. At any time, you could have purchased health insurance. $500, $600, $700 a month. Who cares? You can either get a job or you could pay for health care. That's the law of the land. But no, it's everybody else's responsibility to pay for your mistakes. Constantly. Okay, if it was just one thing here or there, it would be another story. But it's constantly. You're constantly the victim. You are Jerry. You are Jerry from Rick and Morty. That's who you are, Wedge. You make everyone think that you're a victim when in fact you are an insidious predator. You prey on people's good intentions. You prey on the Magic the Gathering community. You prey on everyone's good hearts, on their, well, he's just like me. He's fat. I'm fat. He says people are always calling him fat. Ooh, that's really sad. I'm going to give him some money. No, Wedge. You aren't special. You are, in fact, one of the most predatory YouTubers I've ever seen. You might as well start making those Ouija board videos. 3 a.m. Ouija board video from insert recent dead celebrity. Because that's the kind of shit you're putting out. And I don't care if people say, well, you're being mean, Jeremy. Look at him. He's just, leave the guy alone. Well, he can keep my name out of his mouth then. If he doesn't want to engage with me, then don't engage with me. Don't engage with me and then act like a victim. This is what he does every single time. It's the same shit where Brian from Tulare Community College uses the same language. He's constantly attacking me. These people don't understand both of those words. 50 tweets out of 5,000 is not constantly. And I'm sorry if you want to live a life where you don't get to be critiqued, but as a member of the same community you are, whether you like it or not, whether Wizards of the Coast likes it or not, I'm here and I'm going to critique you. Have a great day.